We live in an age of harsh forcing. In our unrelenting quest to control outcomes, we strain ourselves to the breaking point. We react impulsively to every situation. We impose our agendas and timelines on others. We judge events as good or bad based on fleeting emotions. We chase the illusion of perfection. Is it any wonder we end up feeling overwhelmed and burned out? But within the ancient wisdom of Stoicism lie powerful insights for living with flexibility, tranquility, and flow. Stoicism provides a compelling antidote to the exhaustion of endless striving. In this video, I'll share 12 essential Stoic lessons that you can use on a daily basis that allow you to master the art of not forcing. Thank you all for watching and enjoy. Number 1. Embrace silence. In our busy world filled with constant noise and chatter, it can be challenging to be comfortable with quietness. Yet silence and solitude are conducive to clear thinking, self-reflection, and tapping into inner wisdom. Make time each day, even if just 5 to 10 minutes, to sit in silence. Turn off all devices, find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and simply be. Don't fill the space with sound or chatter. Allow yourself to become fully present. At first, your mind may race, but gradually a sense of calm and space will emerge. With practice, you'll learn to find tranquility amid the noise and discover profound insight within the stillness. Silence nourishes the soul. Let things unfold naturally. Instead of forcing outcomes, release attachment to specific results. Adopt an attitude of openness. Act with purpose while allowing life to unfold at its own pace and in its own way. Be engaged in the process, not obsessed with an imagined finish line. Pursue goals flexibly, making course corrections when needed. But don't cling so tightly that you distort the natural flow. Accept that the journey may not match your expectations. Have preferences, yet hold them lightly. Remain open to surprises, anomalies, and course changes. Allow nature to direct the rhythm rather than imposing rigid constructs. Progress will happen in its own time. Number 2. Practice Wu Wei. Wu Wei is a Taoist concept that means effortless action or non-doing. It's the idea of moving through life in a spontaneous, natural, and unforced way. Wu Wei is not about being passive or lazy. It's about getting into the flow and acting from a calm, clear state instead of forcing outcomes. When practicing Wu Wei, act with purpose yet without rigid attachment. Don't overthink or overplan. Allow your actions to emerge organically based on the circumstances rather than trying to control each moment. Move gently with the current rather than swimming aggressively against the tide. Respond to events with awareness rather than reacting forcefully. Operating through Wu Wei requires trust in yourself, in others, and in the universal flow of the Tao. Have faith that things will unfold as they need to. Don't push the river. Allow your actions to be guided by intuition rather than ego. Move in harmony with natural rhythms rather than imposing your own timing and patterns. Cultivating Wu Wei takes practice. Start by bringing mindful awareness to your daily actions. Notice when you are forcing things versus when you are moving effortlessly. Gradually learn to let go of attachment and act with spontaneity. By operating through Wu Wei, you free yourself from friction and flow gracefully through life's twists and turns. Number 3. Cultivate empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Practicing empathy allows you to connect more deeply with people and meet them where they are. To cultivate empathy, focus fully on the other person when they speak. Don't just listen to their words. Observe their body language and tone. Reflect back what you hear them saying and how they seem to be feeling. Ask questions to clarify and learn more about their experience. Suspend any judgment or assumptions. Don't relate everything back to yourself. Rather, try to see the world through their eyes. Imagine yourself in their situation. How might you react or feel if you were them? What emotions might surface? Extend compassion. Let them know you hear them and care about what they are going through. Offer support if appropriate, but don't try to fix them. Simply letting them know they are not alone can be profoundly healing. Practicing daily empathy strengthens your ability to connect. You gain insight into what makes people tick and how to best collaborate. By improving your understanding of others, you can enhance all your relationships, both personal and professional. Number 4. Master timing. Timing is essential to effectiveness. Learning to recognize the right moments for action versus inaction will improve your influence and alignment with the flow of events. Cultivate patience and perceptiveness. Don't force things before their season. Observe carefully to sense when circumstances are ripe for forward movement. Don't act rashly or impulsively. Wait for the opportune time when all the conditions are right. Move decisively when the timing is right. Don't procrastinate or delay out of anxiety. Have the courage to act boldly in the moment. Seize windows of opportunity before they pass. Know when to pull back and pause. Don't stubbornly persist when the timing is clearly off. Be willing to change course and wait for a more favorable environment. Allow things to incubate during periods of inaction. Use downtime purposefully for preparation. Study patterns and dynamics so you can better recognize and respond to critical inflection points. Mastering timing requires tuning your intuition through experience. Pay close attention and feedback will guide you. With practice, you'll learn to operate in sync with circumstances to maximize impact. Number 5. Nurture intuition. Intuition is your inner guidance system. It's that quiet but clear inner voice that provides insight beyond just facts and logic. Nurturing your intuition strengthens your decision-making. Make time for solitude and silence. Getting away from outer distractions allows you to hear your inner prompts more clearly. Meditate, take walks in nature, or just sit quietly and tune into your thoughts and feelings. Pay attention to your instincts, gut reactions, and subtle inner knowing. Don't dismiss hunches or vibes. Track when they are accurate or not. Trust what resonates deep down. Keep a journal to record dreams, intuitions, and synchronicities. Review periodically for insights into your inner wisdom. Don't overrule your intuition with rational thinking. Sometimes your analytical mind can override your subtler intuitions. Find the balance between the two. Talk to your intuition. Ask for guidance on issues and listen for the answers that bubble up from within. Intuition develops with use. By tuning into your inner voice and heeding its wisdom, your capacity for intuitive seeing will grow stronger. Nurture this gift. Number 6. Develop resilience. Resilience is the ability to cope with problems, setbacks, and challenges in a flexible, constructive way. It enables you to navigate difficulties without losing composure. To build resilience, practice staying calm under stress. When faced with frustration, avoid overreacting. Pause, breathe consciously, and respond thoughtfully. Strengthen your support system. Connect regularly with positive people who inspire hope. Don't try to handle everything alone. Nurture optimism. Focus on potential positive outcomes rather than ruminating on the negative. Visualize yourself overcoming challenges. Learn from failures and feedback. Reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than sources of self-blame. Develop self-care rituals. Exercise, eat healthy foods, get sufficient sleep, and make time for activities you enjoy. Reduce unnecessary stress. Know your limits. Don't take on more than you can reasonably handle. Accept that some circumstances are beyond your control. By proactively building resilient skills, you can endure tough times and bounce back stronger. Have courage and faith in your ability to handle whatever arises. Number 7. Practice non-judgment. Judgment is categorizing experiences as either good or bad. This often triggers reactions and attachments that lead to forcing. Instead, practice observing situations more neutrally, without premature evaluation. When something happens, pause before labeling it positive or negative. Simply acknowledge and objectively describe the facts. Withhold interpretation and stories about why it occurred. Notice your emotions, but don't get immersed in them. Name feelings using words like frustrated or disappointed rather than declaring them bad. Allow emotions to pass through without clinging. Avoid comparisons that rate one experience superior or inferior to others. Embrace each moment as a unique learning opportunity, not defined by arbitrary standards. Keep an open and curious attitude. Remain receptive to different perspectives and possibilities. Maintain compassion for human fallibility. Suspending judgment enables clearer seeing and wiser choices. By not overreacting to your biased perceptions, you give events space to play out on their own terms. Practice observing life's ups and downs with equanimity. Number 8. Cultivate curiosity. Curiosity is the urge to explore, discover and learn. It opens you to new insights and possibilities. Curiosity enables you to approach situations with an open growth mindset rather than rigid expectations. Some ways to cultivate it. Notice when your curiosity is triggered. What captivates your interest or sparks your imagination? Lean into those experiences. Follow your fascinations. Ask lots of questions. Inquire about people's lives, interests, and perspectives. Dig beneath the superficial. Be sincerely interested in learning more. Explore widely. Study fields outside your expertise. Read diverse books and articles. Have conversations with people very different than you. Sit with uncertainty. Get comfortable not having all the answers. Let go of the need for certainty. Embrace mysteries and allow them time to reveal themselves. Imagine possibilities. Entertain hypotheticals and what-if scenarios to stretch your thinking. Fantasize about how things could be different. Try new activities. Take classes. Travel to new places. Learn skills outside your comfort zone. Seek out fresh and stimulating experiences. By cultivating childlike curiosity, you remain vibrant, playful, and ever-expanding. Each moment offers new realms to explore. Number 9. Master the art of invitation. Instead of forcing outcomes, become adept at extending invitations. Create environments conducive for growth. Then step back and give others space to engage freely. Cultivate an inviting energy. Be warm, open, and receptive to whatever arises. Don't impose expectations or pressure people to conform. Ask genuine questions that allow for divergent answers. What do you think? Rather than, don't you agree? Convey you want to understand their perspective. After sharing your view, pause and give room for responses before continuing. Don't dominate conversations. Encourage equal participation. If people are reticent to open up, be patient. Allow trust and insight to develop organically over time. Listen fully without interruption or judgment. Let people feel heard and respected. Offer suggestions, not directives. Frame ideas as options instead of requirements. Your role is to initiate possibilities, then step back and tend the space for authentic engagement to emerge. Mastering invitation allows growth to flourish on its own terms. Number 10. Practice detachment. Detachment means not clinging to specific results or forcing certain outcomes. By remaining unattached, you stay centered amid changing conditions. You act with purpose, yet accept what unfolds flexibly. Catch yourself when struggling or grasping. Notice emotional reactions like anxiety, frustration, or need for control. Breathe and reconnect to the present moment. Focus on your intentions more than outcomes. Clarify why you act. What matters is integrity to those aims. Let go of fixating on results. Surrender the need to shape how things unfold. Allow others their own timing and process. Offer input, but don't impose your agenda. See all possibilities as equal in value. Don't get preoccupied with one scenario. Consider how apparent setbacks may have hidden benefits. Embrace uncertainty. Be willing to improvise and alter course as situations evolve. Stay open to surprise outcomes. Detachment enables equanimity in all circumstances. You act decisively yet with minimum friction. By staying unattached, you adapt smoothly while avoiding forcing. Number 11. Embrace imperfection. Chasing perfection often leads to frustration, stress, and forced outcomes. Learning to embrace imperfection fosters self-compassion, flexibility, and peace. Notice your inner critic and self-judgment. Counter its harsh narratives with encouragement and curiosity about growth opportunities. Focus on progress over perfection. Set realistic goals and celebrate incremental improvements without requiring flawless results. Allow things to be incomplete or temporary. Iteration is natural. Ideas evolve through phases of refinement. Something good enough for now can be revisited later. Find beauty in asymmetry, irregularities, and idiosyncrasies. Appreciate natural flow versus rigid sameness. Let some messes remain. Not everything needs to be constantly optimized and managed. Enable organic expression. Release others and yourself from expectations of perfection. People thrive when given space to try, fail, and learn without pressure. Perfectionism stifles creativity. Embracing the imperfections along the journey keeps your spirit light and open to possibilities. Number 12. Embrace flow. Instead of rigidly forcing outcomes, learn to enter a state of flow where you act in harmony with circumstances as they emerge. Tune your intuition to sense the natural rhythm and trajectory of events. Align with currents rather than resisting or manipulating them. Move with focused flexibility. Have direction yet respond organically to what is needed in the moment. Let go of obsessive control. Synchronize with others. Take turns leading and following as appropriate. Remain open to detours and course corrections. Don't stubbornly persist with rigid expectations. Release time pressure. Progress unfolds in its own season. Be patient yet ready to act at the right moment. Trust in the larger forces at play. Know when to apply effort and when to surrender. By embracing flow, you conserve energy. You become a catalyst supporting life's organic unfolding rather than forcing your isolated will.